Hi everyone, Jody here from Get More Than Fit, and I'm going to give you guys 3 quick steps to boosting your self-esteem. So we all know self-esteem is huge. You need it, right? I already talked about that, why you need it. And now this is just the start of it, okay? It is very involved, all right? But we're going to discuss that later. We're going to get more involved into it later on. Right now, we're going to be in the convincing stage right now. So we want to quickly start boosting your self-esteem. The first step is to stop lying to yourself, right? We have these false narratives in our head, these general things that we say to ourselves that just aren't true. I'm stupid. I can't do anything. I'm boring. All these narratives that just simply aren't true. So we need to stop doing that. We need to stop lying to ourselves. And the best way to do that is to go into step number 2. And that is knowing your strengths and weaknesses. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a list and write down our strengths and our weaknesses. I want you to write 5 of them. 5 weaknesses and 5 strengths. So take a piece of paper or go on the computer, whatever you want to do, however you want to write it down, and list out those weaknesses and strengths. No more, no less. You need 5. Okay, 5 of each. I know it's easy to kind of write your weaknesses down. Everybody can fly through that really quickly. And then when it comes to strength, it's like, oh, what am I good at, right? Think about, compliments someone gave you. Think about your job. Think about daily activities that you do. And again, maybe you don't believe it. Okay, write it down anyways, because we're, again, in the convincing stage right now. We're just going to try to convince you that you have self-esteem. We're going to get into believing later. So write it down, whatever it is. I'm a good listener. I'm good with kids. I'm good at working out. Whatever it is, you want to write it down. As silly as it sounds, okay? So once you have that listed, first of all, take a look at it. Look at it real quick. Everyone has weaknesses and strengths, right? So that general false narrative you had of I'm stupid, I can't do anything type of thing, well, that's false. It's false, and the proof is right there, right? You have 5 strengths. So you can do something. You're not stupid, right? So right there, you're going to stop lying to yourself right there. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to change the narrative. That's basically what we need to do. We need to take that negative talk and flip it to positive. All right? Because this is how you're going to convince yourself and change and flip the script, right? So what I want you to do is take these and write these 3 phrases down. And what you're going to do is, if you have Post-it notes, that works fantastic. I want this with you everywhere you go. I want it on you on all times, okay? Even if you have to write it on your hand, whatever you need to do, put it on your phone, put it on Post-it notes and post it everywhere in the house, every room, because it needs to be with you at all times. These 3 phrases. Number 1, first phrase, no because I'm good, ... Or no because I'm good at ... Second phrase, that's okay, I am good at ... Third phrase, if I want to, I will work on it ... Or if I want to, I'll work on that. Yeah, you can change it up a little bit, but basically these are the phrases I want you to write down. So, or you could even say, that's okay, I'll work on that. Or I am working on that ... Actually, period. You don't need a ... after that one. So, that's okay, I'm working on that. So those 3 phrases, write that down. You're going to carry this everywhere. And then I want you to list your 5 strengths. Okay? So list it out. You're going to have this with you everywhere. Now, of course, we need to talk about weaknesses, but we're not going to talk about that right now. That's later on. We're just going to focus on this for right now. The reason why I have these 3 phrases is because we're going to change the narrative. So whenever you think those negative thoughts like, gosh, I'm so stupid, right? You're going to change that and use one of those phrases. So for those general terms of I'm so stupid, I can't do anything, I'm so boring, whatever that narrative is in your head, and this could be coming from other people too, right? You get negative people in your life. We all do. And we'll talk about those people later, all right? Because they need to be talked about, right? Well, we're just going to focus on you right now. So those general statements, because they're not true. And they're not true because you're good at something else. You have 5 strengths. And don't tell me you can't think of anything because you already wrote them down and you have them on your list. All right? So that's why it should be with you at all times. So when you sit there and say, oh, I'm so stupid, I need you to say, no, because I'm good at, and fill it in with one of your strengths. I'm good with kids. I'm a good listener. Or whatever your strength is. I'm a good dancer. It doesn't, whatever it is, it can sound silly. That's okay. We're just, again, trying to change the narrative that you have in your head or coming from other people. So I would use all of them. Don't use just one, because I know some of you out there that are going to just pick that one strength, because that's probably the only one you really believe in, right? And you're going to use that every time. Don't do that. If you have to, number them, okay? Like 1 through 5, and then make sure you go through all 5 of them and then rotate them as every time you say them, okay? The next phrase kind of goes along with something like the negative talk of, I'm bad at math, for example. Yeah, could I be bad at math? Yeah, I actually am. I am bad at math. So it's for something that you could be not good at, but that's okay, right? We all have weaknesses. We all do. So you don't have to be good at everything, right? So that's where the that's okay phrase comes in. It's very important because it is okay. It is okay. Now, if math was my job, right, I might want to be good at it, right? So the next phrase comes in with that as well. Could I change that? Yes, I could change that. I could, improve my math skills. I could work on it, right? So that could go, that could be something I want to do, right? So that's that third phrase that comes in. Well, if I want to, I'll work on that. Now, when you think about that, though, make sure it's something that is going to impact your life. Like if I said I'm not a good dancer, right? Do I really need, even the math, go back to the math thing. Do I really need to improve my math skills? No, not if it doesn't affect my life. Not if it's not going to, impact my life. Again, if it was my job, then maybe it's going to impact my life and I want to work on it. So you can use that phrase. That's okay. I'm going to work on it. The third phrase, again, it might change that phrase up a little bit. So if I want to is important, I think, because you can want to. Like if someone says to you, geez, you should wear red more often. It's like, well, maybe you don't like red. So you don't have to do that. Or if you're not a good dancer, do you need to be a good dancer? No. So maybe you don't want to be a good dancer. Maybe you don't even care about that, right? So you have to, the next phrase comes in with that. And I get this, I use the last phrase a lot with a lot of my fitness groups because the narrative of I want to lose weight or not feeling good about yourself because you want to lose weight, it often comes up. And there's a lot of negative talk around that. So, but you have to want to, right? And if you want to, you can. So it's not like an ending thing. It's not the all end of all. Like I'm overweight. And that's it. It ends. No, it doesn't end. You can change that, right? As long as you can change it and work on it, then that's the phrase you're going to use. If I want to, I'm going to work on that, right? If I want to, then I'm going to work on that. So you're going to use that phrase. We're just flipping the narrative here. All right. So thanks for watching. If you like this video, please share it and look out for my next video, which we move on to believing. So right now, hopefully I've convinced you a little bit and you can convince yourself with these 3 steps. And then next thing we're going to talk about is starting to believe it. All right. Thank you for watching.